Engineering is not something I've always wanted to do from a young age. When I was young, I was into the arts. So I wanted to become an actor, music. I still have a passion for the arts, but I realized I was also book smart as well. I enjoyed physics, I enjoyed maths and sciences. So towards the end of high school, I decided I'll branch off and start exploring the engineering space, which is now how I ended up becoming an engineer. I was an intern for the enterprise customer support team. So I was supporting banks, I was supporting hospitals. I applied for a job as a network operations engineer in Safaricom, which is the role I did for the longest time. I did for around 4.5 years. During that time in the role, I was involved in numerous projects. I'd do support for projects, I'd do monitoring for projects. At one point, I traveled to Israel to help launch a project for software developed wide area networks. And it's during that time in Israel I realized I can actually become a project manager. This is a fun thing to organize small events and to add value to the company as a PM. So during the pandemic, which was very risky for me, I applied for a project management job and I got it. Some of the skills that have helped me rise through the ranks basically are some technical skills I learned as an engineer. I did a lot of certifications. So I'm Cisco certified, I'm AWS certified, I'm Scrum certified, I'm a professional Scrum master. Then as I started exploring the project management space, I got interested in some of the project management certifications as well. Our CEO, Peter Ndegwa, had a town hall and he announced that we are going to start business in Ethiopia. This was around May, I think 2021. And he announced that we'll have jobs, very many jobs advertised. So I decided I will be very audacious, and I think I applied for like 10 jobs. Eventually I did get one project management role in Ethiopia. I was a project officer or project manager, so to speak, for the network program management, which was basically managing the delivery of the core network. By the time we started now getting equipment to the country and we were saying, okay, a data center is here, we can now build a core network. We have antennas and poles to build our sites. We've secured land. We have engineers going to the sites. It was a holistic experience as a project manager where I ended up doing everything and interacting with everyone. I really wanted to say the launch was the highlight, but for me it's the first call. We had been working for 7 months to get a data center that would help us do that call, get the core network equipment from Netherlands, ship it to Djibouti, clear it from customs, ship it to Ethiopia. I mean, it was just a field, and then now all of a sudden it's a whole data center that's working, and then get SIM cards to do the tests. So the moment we were able to do our first call, I think it was around February, for me that was amazing. My second highlight was, of course, going to the shop and buying a SIM card. Go and I get a ticket, and I bought a SIM card, I got registered, and I became a Safaricom Ethiopia subscriber for the first time. That was also amazing. Using data for the first time, and we started off with 4G, so it was really fast, and of course we were very few, so there's no congestion. The launch was great, but it was a regional launch. We started with the regions first, so the first cities I missed because I was working, but the Addis launch was also very beautiful. The first year was 2021, I think. We moved to Ethiopia while there was a bit of a crisis, quote unquote, in the north. So I stayed there for around 2 months and we had to be evacuated back home because of the crisis that was happening in the north. And that was a challenge. We lost a couple of weeks project-wise. We had to find ways to overcome that and meet our deadlines because the government had given us a specific time that you need to launch by this. So that was also quite a challenge. One of the mottos that we had in Safaricom Ethiopia is step by step, inch by inch. Coming to the office every day and it looks like we've made no progress. Actually, for sure, there are weeks we actually go 3 steps back and you're like, okay, what do we do then? But if you trust the process, if you're a firm believer in, okay, this process will take me to where I want to go, just step by step. All we need to do is hit one milestone this week, one milestone every day. I mean, we made it. We launched, I think we have around 2 million subscribers now, and we're looking to launch M-Pesa in the coming weeks, hopefully, or months. So always trust the process and believe in yourself. If I didn't have the audacity to apply for those 10 jobs, I don't think I'd have the experience that I have with me right now.